What's good, cryptocurrency? I hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to explore Aave cryptocurrency, and we can see here, just looking at the network map of all of the different types of cryptocurrency, the market is a little bit hit and miss. We've got a lot of green, but we've got a lot of red at the same time. Many infrastructure layer ones are also down, but we've got some of the smaller caps actually on the rise, and Bitcoin is just up 1% on that daily time frame. So we might hopefully at least retest the $30,000 resistance mark at some point soon. So taking a look at Aave right now, we can see we have just lost the $100 psychological barrier. So we're back under that $100 mark. We have a market cap of 1.382 billion. So still a fairly modest market cap. We've still got lots of space to grow. We can easily see a 5 to 10x for this project in the future. Now, looking retrospectively, we can see obviously we had the big high of $632. And ever since then, it's just been one macro downtrend where we've been through lower highs, lower lows continuously. But I do think this is a project that will stick around through the bear markets. They've got the cash reserves. They're still developing now. We can see that the V3 was deployed on many different networks. As we see, we've got $1.98 billion locked into the Aave network at the moment. And it's nice to actually see how much is on these networks. Optimism could be one to look at as well. It's got a very low TVL. But interesting to see how actually they've deployed on this layer one, as well as some of the larger competitors like Avalanche and Polygon and Harmony One as well. We can also see Aave has still got a large amount of TVL here, basically deployed on the the V2, so we can see 12.85 billion as well. We did have a massive high of 32.7 billion total value locked, but either way we've still got a lot of liquidity for the project, and a lot is locked in to Aave right now, so this is extremely good news. Another thing I'm quite happy to see is actually just looking at the daily active addresses for Aave. You can see that the number did come up really nicely on the 13th of May, 1,025 right there. So this is pretty good to see as well, that we're getting that movement again for Aave. Lots of sort of eyes is going back onto the project. So what's happening with Aave at the moment? If we look at the the beginning of the euphoric impulse all the way from October 2020, you can see that we fell below the 0.786 fib level, and we've basically found a huge level of support at this key area, which was written in from the 21st of December 2020. Since then, we've got a nice bounce to the upside. Looking at the 6-hour time frame, you can see it's just like we're putting through now an ascending channel. So we could effectively just take away these two charts here, and it's just one giant almost ascending channel, or even ascending triangle, but I think more so on the ascending channel side. So that is what I'm seeing. Lots of volatility, lots of support down here, lots of swing high, swing low action, and maybe we're going to come up to this next resistance up around $111, because we've just broken that $101 mark on the Binance exchange. So things are looking pretty juicy again for Aave. I do expect us to at least come back up to a local high quite soon. This was one of the major local highs at $163 over here. As you see, just before we capitulated, we didn't put through any highs since. So again, this particular $111 barrier sits on the 0.5 Fibonacci extension, so this marks out some of the likely areas of resistance. Now, the golden pocket would actually be $124, so this is a price target right there. If we do break out of this particular ascending channel through the $111 resistance, I think we'll be making our way up to around that 120-ish price mark, about here really, where we've got that capitulation and we've got this swing high right here. Also, we have a double bottom right here as well, so there's lots of resistance around this $127 level when we're also looking back. Currently, we are through the 20-day moving average on the daily time frame, which is quite a bullish thing to also consider. It means we might be sort of beginning a new uptrend, but of course, looking back, sometimes we do pop through the 20-day moving average and immediately come back down, but we aren't seeing these big sell-off capitulation wicks this time. This time we're seeing more consolidation, which is pretty important. Hourly time frame, you can see this almost double top pattern playing out, but it looks like we might actually put through this higher low right here, in contrast to the 24th of May. If we can find support at this level, we should get a bounce to the upside. And like I say, I think $112 is quite a pragmatic target in the long run. What I think can happen for Aave over the next years, however, well, I've got some very, very big targets for this project. Of course, we had $667 all-time high. Now, if we're assuming this was the market cycle bottom right now, I'm looking at easily a healthy $1,000 Aave in the future for a long-term hodl investment strategy. So guys, if you do want to grab Aave today, make sure you use the link in the description below, open that account and, grab some exchange. Of course, I'm just a guy that makes YouTube videos, so we don't know what the future of crypto is, and these are very volatile assets. Always do your own research. Looking at the BLX chart as well, I think this is quite interesting to look at. This outlines all of the market cycles. You can see every crypto bull market from 2011 all the way through to today. And when we look at the relative strength index from what's happened, I think this really shows you something quite interesting, is that here we have the peak of a bull market. Here is the bear market bottom. We've got bull again, bear, bull, and effectively almost a bear. We're not really that low on the RSI in terms of, we're at 47. We could come down to about 43 for the data to sort of prove, more valid. But what I'm seeing is a real similarity, which I want to show you. Let me just move some things around. Okay, so now we can see on the monthly, every time we're here, let's get a vertical line so we can actually see exactly what we're looking at. Every time we're here, we're overextended. Then we look over here, we're overextended, perfectly overextended. You look here, perfectly overextended once again. Now we've put through a market cycle bottom. The RSI has come all the way back down to these lower levels. Even on this weekly time frame, you can see we're all the way down to 31. Now, why do I think this is interesting? I think it's interesting because it demonstrates that the adoption has reduced the volatility in the market. You can see we came down to this 84% correction over here, the correction from the market cycle top that we put through right here. It was actually just a 62% correction so far. So it could suggest that there is more downside potential. But in my opinion, I think this is probably the result of mass adoption, more people being involved, and the fact that crypto has expanded literally tenfold in the last few years. Yes, you could argue that we haven't come down to the 200-week moving average, which is this purple line right here. Usually we bounce off it, and then that does reflect a perfect undervaluation reaccumulation zone, just like here, COVID-19 crash in 2020. And then so far, we've not had this 22k level revisited, even though we've seen the Terra Luna FUD crypto crash, which occurred this May. So it's very interesting to see what might happen. I believe we could potentially get a relief bounce for Bitcoin, maybe up to the $40,000 level. But I do also think that it will be short-lived, and we'll probably see continuation to the downside afterwards as we settle into a crypto winter. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave comments down below, like as well. Also, head over to my Discord. We've got about 250 people in here at the moment, so make sure you get yourself in here if you want to see all the latest news and also interact with the community. If you're new to crypto, perfect for you. If you're advanced, also great to share some of your expertise. See you soon, guys. Bye now.